We're a family of 5, and this year we're trying to grow as much of our food as possible right here in our backyard. With food prices continuously rising and our kids getting bigger and eating more, we realized we wanted to make a change, not only for our wallet, but for our health as well. So we decided that we're going to use the land that we already had to start growing and producing homegrown, fresh, organic food to feed our family of 5 straight from our backyard. Now this is only year 2 and we're learning as we go. We're slowly and graciously leaning into the homestead life and we love it. And with how much we're planning for our backyard this year, we are just so super eager for spring to be here. In a few months, this area behind me will be full of raised beds. The main crop that we want to focus on growing again are potatoes. We are going to go with Kennebec B. We're going to order these from Berlin Seeds. I believe they're located in Millersburg, Ohio. Now we're planning on planting 40 pounds of seed potatoes, which is a lot. 40 pounds of seed potatoes are a lot. On the low end, it'll give us about 200 pounds of potatoes, but on the high end, it could give us between 350 and 400 pounds of potatoes. Potatoes are the main crop we want to grow because they're so versatile. You can make potatoes so many different ways. Mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, you can make hash browns and french fries and fried potatoes. There's so many different ways that you can make one single potato. And they're so filling and they have a lot of calories. We love us some potatoes. The next big vegetable that we really want to focus on growing this year are tomatoes. And we chose the variety Hungarian Heart. These tomatoes apparently grow up to like 1 pound sized fruits each. And we are going to try to grow 16 of these. Now 16 plants should be enough with a buffer to make all of our tomato-based products, our marinara sauce for weekly pasta nights, our pizza sauce, salsa, barbecue, ketchup. And with how much we go through all of those products, this should really save us a lot of money. And a packet of 35 seeds was only, I want to say, like $4.99 probably. We're also going to plant 50 of these Cherokee Trail of Tears beans. They're green beans, they're a whole bean variety. Now, planting 50 with a good harvest that should give us enough green beans to be able to eat green beans as a side once per week for 6 months. And once the green beans are done for the year, we're going to use that same bed and we're going to plant the entire bed full of Danver half-long carrots for a fall harvest. We already have 2 full beds of garlic planted. I didn't know that you can't harvest them till midsummer, so that was kind of my fault because I thought that they'd be ready by spring and then I could replant summer stuff in the beds. Instead, I just have 2 full beds of garlic that I'm just gonna have to work around. But besides that, we are planning to plant an entire bed full of onions. I chose, you can't really see it, but if you can, the yellow of Parma onion. It's a really good storage variety, and I was drawn to this variety. I was born and raised in a city called Parma, so I just thought, why not? Let's go with it. So I do have 1,000 onion seeds. There ain't no way I'm gonna go through 1,000 onion seeds, but I do plan on planting 64 onions. The onions will be used to flavor all of our sauces and obviously to eat fresh and store in our basement. I don't know about you, but I could just eat fried potatoes and onions every day and be completely satisfied. They're so good. Realistically, I'm aware that this is only year 2. And although what we're growing and producing right here in our backyard won't make us 100% self-sufficient, we're on the right path to having homegrown organic food as a huge part of our diet. This isn't everything that we're planning on growing this year. What I went over is really just what we're considering our staple crops for this year. You know, the vegetables that we're really going to try to focus on growing a lot of to be able to feed our family healthy, fresh, organic food straight from our backyard and really cut down on our grocery bill. If you want to see everything that we're planning on growing this year to feed our family, please consider following us along on our journey by hitting the subscribe button. Right now we have 9 hens and 1 rooster back here in our chicken coop. We get about 6 eggs average per day. And we also have 6 more baby chickens that should be ready to come out here about mid-March. We eat eggs almost every single day, so having backyard chickens is such a blessing to us. And I'm super excited for spring because my new baby chickens are Easter eggers, so I'll get pretty eggs. It's the little things, okay? The last thing I want to mention is all of the fruit that we're planning on planting this year. Now, all of us are very heavy fruit eaters, especially my kids. My son can eat an entire pint of blueberries in one sitting. So you can't tell, obviously, because of the snow, but I am standing inside of our blueberry patch that we dug out. We're planning on planting 5 blueberry bushes. One of the varieties is North Blue, I believe. Don't ask me the other ones, maybe Jersey something. I don't know off the top of my head. But after we start getting blueberries next summer, that's really gonna cut down on our blueberry budget. We are also planning on planting between 3 and 6 raspberry bushes, and the raspberries we're going with are Heritage Red raspberries, and they look beautiful. And we're gonna use the raspberries for smoothies and a lot of jam, hopefully. I love me some raspberry jam. I'm also planting 25 Eversweet strawberry plants, and I chose this variety because a lot of fruit, if you didn't know, don't always produce in the first year. And I read that this Eversweet Everbearing strawberry plant will produce in the first year, so I'm trying to get some early wins here. So that's the variety we are going with. Eversweet strawberry plants from Stark Bros. The raspberries are also from Stark Bros, the Heritage Red raspberries. If you want to see everything that we're growing in our backyard to feed our family this year, please consider following us along on our journey and hitting the subscribe button. If I can do this, anyone can do this, trust me.